All right, Gecko the Old School Gamer presenting one and done Metal Gear Solid. No, sorry. I know it's not Metal Gear Solid. It's not. This is not the PlayStation. Actually, what this should be called is Metal Gear Terminator One or the Kyle Reese Project, something like that. Yeah, because I mean, it's a complete ripoff of Terminator 1. Uh, I don't want to say poster, but I think that was Kyle Reese on Terminator. I think they had a poster of that at one time. I'm looking at the. Uh, I'm looking at that, but yeah, it looks. I know they ripped it off from the Terminator, the first Terminator, but that could have been the poster. But I don't know why they wouldn't use Arnold on the poster. I don't know, but yeah, it's complete ripoff. But uh, this 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 is the Metal Gear that started the franchise. Actually, it's not the Metal Gear that started the franchise. Um, the creator, which I can't pronounce his name, uh, Hideo Kojima or something like that, but butcher me. He created Metal Gear's for I almost said it Metal Gear Solid. He created Metal Gear for the MSX. It's basically the Japanese computer, and he had no say in the port of his game to Nintendo. So what happened was they changed several things. Um, you can actually, I don't know if you can still get it, but Xbox 360 had, and I've got the game, and it's playable on my Xbox One now, so I can play the original MSX version, but it has the creator's original Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, which neither of them, Metal Gear 2 on Nintendo is not the official sequel, and that's a whole story in itself. But the original Metal Gear that was featured as created by the original creator is on that Xbox 360 game, um, Metal Gear 2 and 3, or Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, I think is what it's called. But yeah, uh, they changed the starting point on the Nintendo, and then there's several different changes, like the way the enemies react. Um, Sometimes, if you're alerted, you can go off the screen and then back on, and they won't realize you're there. But in the other version, if you go off the screen and come back, they still are chasing you. Different things like that. But one of the biggest things that changed was the Metal Gear. Metal Gear is the boss. So Metal Gear is this big nuclear robot, like sort of like RoboCop at the not RoboCop himself, but the RoboCop, the cop, the the two-legged machine he was fighting at the end of the movie is basically what Metal Gear is. So on the Nintendo version, they took out that boss and replaced him with just a big computer in a room. So that was one of the biggest changes they did in the game. And does Metal Gear have its problems? Yes. Is it is it still a really good game? Yes. It's you just have to know the nuances of your uh, of the way everything handles. Uh, okay, so This has a fast start, like that. See, so you have to go. All right, so clearly it's by Ultra, which is Konami. So Konami wasn't sure uh, it was going to be a huge hit. So they're like, oh, let's put it under Ultra, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, it's a good game. It's hard as hell. I've gotten. Okay, there's my punch, and okay, so to get into the transceiver, you go one way, and then to get out, you'd think you would go the same way but backwards, but no, it's completely different buttons. So that's that's one of the issues with it. But once you get the hang of it, you'll be all right. All right, here we go. Forget it. All right, so this guy's gonna feel asleep. I'm getting sleepy. All right, he's asleep. Let's go. Oh, I'm stuck on a bush. All right, so I'm off the screen. Now these dogs will chase you. You can't get through there, even though it looks like it. So I can usually outrun those dogs. I don't worry about those. All right, so when this guy, I was waiting for that guy to turn around so I can sneak up on him, but that's not working. Now, if I go in here, there's a pair of binoculars in here, and this pair of binoculars lets you see screens around you. But the second you get out of that truck, that guy's gonna be back there. So I'm not gonna bother. All right. So as soon as this guy turns around, damn it, and I'm dead. Fuck. Yeah, I can't get too far with this. Without a guide. Yeah, fuck that call. See if I can get around this guy. Okay, so he's asleep. I get around these dogs. You can actually pet the dogs. Nope, I hit the wrong button. So you just have to sneak up and be very fucking careful. It's a really hard game. They do perfect the sneaking later. Like the PlayStation Metal Gear Solid 1 is amazing. That's the game that I started with Metal Gear. This is a nice game to look back and try to get a little farther. I've actually gotten into the base and gotten, the weapons and started getting the gas mask and a few of the key cards. But I was using a guide. You can get easily lost in here. You get in certain trucks and they'll take you away and they'll train. It's like sort of like a warp zone. They'll take you to certain areas and sometimes they're traps. I mean, it's a good hard game. I'll say that. It's it's cool. It's cool. I would definitely give it a B. Um, like I said, there's issues where you have to get into the transceivers and your items and be able to select your items one way, and then to get back out, you'd think it would be the same way to get that you got in, but it's not. It's different buttons. It's kind of confusing, but you just have to get used to it. That's all. Later.